Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here to talk about which team you guys would like me to race for in my F1 2017 modded career mode that's hopefully going to be starting in the next couple of weeks. Now, I do want to wait until the majority of the main liveries are launched before we start this career mode, because I do think it will take a little bit from the career mode if I'm going around with random liveries when all of the sort of official liveries are launched inevitably in a couple of weeks. There's not much point starting one right now, so hopefully you guys understand for that, and obviously a lot of you guys would like to see that series start as quickly as possible. I mean, even the response on that just video talking about the mod just in general got a lot of views, so thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate the support on that, and I'm hoping to just leave it a couple of weeks, let the majority of the liveries to be launched, and then we'll get around to doing this career mode, guys. And I actually have talked to the modder about this, and he's fine for me to do a career mode, and he said it's probably good as well to just wait until the official liveries are launched as well. So he's happy with me doing one, which is awesome. So now it's up to you guys to decide which team I want to race for. However, one thing I do want to quickly mention before we get into this sort of topic is that I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to get up an F1 2000 mod career mode for F1 2013 over the last week, and that's because I was really struggling with getting F1 2013 to work. I was trying it every day, and I kept saying that the Steam was not available to launch the game, which is really weird. It's only that game and none of the other ones, which is really strange to me, but nonetheless, I haven't reinstalled it, guys, and we are getting it working now, so it's all good. So fingers crossed, I'm going to get an extra video up for you guys this week, and hopefully going to be up tomorrow. That actually could be another F1 2000 career mode, so that's going to be pretty awesome stuff here, guys. So fingers crossed that'll be up tomorrow, otherwise it will be up on Wednesday. And yeah, so anyway, let's get into this video talking about which team I should race for this season. So I did get a couple of comments in that video talking about the mod, about which teams you guys would like me to race for already, even though I didn't really sort of mention it too much about whether I was going to be doing a career mode or not. Some of you guys did mention which teams you'd like me to race for. McLaren was one of the ones, and Van Dorn. I remember, I think it was Jules telling me to race with Van Dorn, which would be interesting nonetheless. And a couple other ones saying to race, I think it was the Ferrari as well. So some mixed emotions already about which team I should race for. So what my idea is, there's going to be a link in the description, top line of the description. It's going to either be a Twitter poll or a straw poll, and all you guys need to do is just go over there and vote on it, and whoever wins that poll I'll race for in my modded career mode. Now keep in mind, guys, obviously there'll be an F1 2017 game towards the end of this year, so maybe for this mod, maybe pick someone that's slightly out there, maybe someone that you wouldn't like me to race for in the actual game. So maybe it could be someone that's higher up the grid. I'm not too sure, because of course there's only going to be one season most likely of this modded career mode, so maybe it'd be better to be racing for a top team. I'm not too sure. I mean, you'll see in this video alone, guys, the AI are absolutely mentally quick in a straight line, which I don't really understand. And also, on this, I think it's the second highest difficulty. I'm just too slow for it. I'm just too slow for it. So I'm not too sure. What would you guys prefer? Me lower the difficulty or not? Assuming you guys probably don't want that to happen, but maybe it could be an option. Who knows? But you'll see in this video, the AI are just so quick, and I just can't keep up with them. So let's talk about a couple of things that I had thought about. So first off, we talk about the team we're racing for right now, Red Bull. I definitely thought this would be one that we could maybe race for, because they're probably, maybe, this year competing for a championship, so who knows whether it could be an interesting one to go for, because there could be a team that's battling, or the only team that's battling with the Mercedes for the lead and the championship. So who knows? What do you guys think about that? If I was going for a top team, I definitely think I'd be going for Red Bull. Mercedes is the one that's been used a million times, and it's the quickest car, so maybe I probably wouldn't be going with them. But for the top team, I think I would go with Red Bull, just because they're obviously not going to be quite as quick as the Mercedes in this mod. But nonetheless, I do think it would be quite a nice one. Bit of a challenge, and struggling to probably get podiums a lot of the time, especially if I'm this bad at the mod. But I think it would be an interesting one to go for if we went for a top-end team. As for the mid-pack, now I'm not really too sure which team to go for here. There's so many teams that could be in the mid-pack this season. There's only a couple of teams, which maybe even one team I see at the back of the grid, which we'll talk about in a minute. But nonetheless, mid-pack, which team would you guys go for? I mean, Williams, maybe, possibly. It's the one I don't think I've done a career mode on in a very long time, so that could be an option. Also, we've got the likes of the Haas team, which I didn't do a career mode on in F1 2016, which I suppose a lot of people did do, so maybe that would be a bit boring. But, you know, maybe their season to go up the field. But in terms of the mid-pack, I think maybe the most interesting team to be would be Renault, because most likely they're going to be the team that sort of makes the biggest stride forward from their 2016 finishing position, because in 2016, let's be honest, they were terrible. But in 2017, I think a lot of people expect them to be a bit better. They've got you could say, a slightly better lineup in Hulkenberg and also Palmer. I mean, Palmer's now got a year's experience under his belt. And also, I probably would rate Hulkenberg over Magnussen. Maybe that's just personal opinion. But maybe we're going for a mid-level team. Maybe Renault would be the most interesting one to go for, as they're probably more likely to be sort of out-qualifying a lot of maybe the bigger teams than someone like Force India, who might struggle a little bit more this season because they've got the likes of the McLaren Honda sort of charging through, and also the Renaults. And you never know, someone like Toro Rosso could have an amazing year. They do have their random years where Toro Rosso can suddenly become like a car that's nearly as good as a Red Bull. I mean, it nearly happened at the start of 2016, didn't it? Toro Rosso was pretty damn close to the Red Bull on a lot of occasions. But nonetheless, guys, in the mid-pack, which one would you guys go for? Now, as for the bottom end of the grid, which ones would you go for there? So it's a tough one to call, but in this mod I could be wrong, but I think for Toro Rosso and the Sauber are classed as the two worst cars on the grid. Could be wrong there, I don't know, maybe Haas is down there as well in the bottom tier of the game, the hardest difficulty level. But I'm definitely thinking, if you guys want to see a tough career mode where I struggle to score points, maybe Sauber would be the way to go. I'm not 100% sure whether that's going to be the most fun career mode for you guys, because I am going to be struggling to get points in the Sauber for sure. But nonetheless, guys, it's going to be up to you guys, so I'm going to be leaving that poll down in the description of this video. Thinking about it more whilst I'm recording this, it's probably more likely to be a straw poll, because I think Twitter polls only go up to 4 votes, so there's not really much point in me doing that. So nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it has been interesting, and hopefully we can decide who we want to race for in this modded career mode, which is hopefully will start the end of February, just before or just around the pre-season testing times after all deliveries are launched. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Remember to leave a like on it if you have enjoyed. Check out the 2 videos you'll be seeing on your screen right now if you have missed them. I've been putting a lot of effort into these videos recently, so if you have missed them, that'd be massively appreciated if you're going to check them out. So that's pretty much it, guys. Remember to go and check out that poll and get that voted on. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Have an epic day, and I'll see you tomorrow, fingers crossed, for some F1 2000 career mode. Goodbye.